Hi everyone, I'm Jackie, and today in this video, I will be covering the must-know math for the SAT percents. So these problems, they have all appeared on official past SAT exams. They have a history of repeating themselves on the SAT, not the same exact question, but the same concept. So make sure that you know all these problems in this video and feel very comfortable solving them. So per usual, let's jump in. Okay, so this one, the positive number A, it's 2,800% of the number C. Okay, so to put that into proper terms, so we can always write percents over 100. So this would be 28 over 100. So I can see that's just equal of the number C. So A is equal to 28C, like that equals A. Amazing, right? And then C is 20% of the number B. 20%, that's the same as 1/5 of B. So I know what C is, and then I'm asked, what is the value of A minus B in terms of C? Okay, so I'm going to here multiply each side by 5. So I get that 5C is equal to B. Because now I have both A and B in terms of C. And then if I do A minus B, just substitute them in. So this would be 28C minus 5C, which is 23C. And that looks just like 23 for correct choice A. Isn't it amazing? Okay, so I've seen a couple of those come up on the exam. Be familiar with them. Then there's always similar ones like these. So when a collection of books is sorted, 52% are nonfiction and the remaining books are fiction. The remaining books would be 48% because 100 minus 52, it's 48%. So of those that are fiction, 75% are Westerns and the remaining fiction books are romance. Okay, so if they're blah, so first, let's say there's like T, total number of books. So I know that the remaining books are nonfiction. So like 0.48 of the total books are fiction, right? Okay. So 75% are Westerns and the remaining books are romance. If there are 933 romance books in this collection, okay, so I have to see if 75% are Westerns, that means that 25% of these would be romance, right? Okay, so then I can do romance would be equal to like 48% of the total books multiplied by 0.25% for the romance books. That's equal to like 12% of the total. Okay, so 12% of the total are romance books. And then I can simply take this if there are 933 romance books, so 0.1 or 12t is equal to 933. What is the total number of books in this collection? Divide each side by 0.2. That will give me 7,775 is equal to total books. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so just for these ones, they give so much information in them, it's easy to make a mistake. You also saw me go back to the problem a couple times to read carefully. So go back, read carefully, make sure that you're setting everything properly so that you get the question correct. Okay. This is just another number one, but you can see similar concepts appear on different exams. Um, I'll solve this one too. So the speeds of particles A, B, and C are A meters per second, B meters per second, and C meters per second, respectively. So if the speed of particle A is 6,600% of the speed of particle C. So remember, I just put the percents over 100, and that's basically 66 times C, which is equal to A. And then below, and the speed of particle C, so C is equal to 0.004 over 100 of particle B. Okay, which would be, so I want to put this again, like I did in the previous one, in terms of C. So when I divide this, I'll get this is 0.0004 IB. Actually, wait, because I want this in terms of C. So I'm actually gonna multiply each side by 100. So cancels here. So I get 100 C is equal to 0.004 B. Divide each side by 0.004. And that will give me 25,000 C is equal to B. Okay, and then I have my A and B value, and I'm asked for A plus B. So A plus B will be 66C plus 25,000 C, which is 25,066C, which again looks like answer choice A. Okay, and let's look at one more percent problem. Okay, so this one. The composition of an animal is defined as the muscles, bones, and fat of the animal. A scientist studied the composition of one young swamp buffalo and determined the buffalo had 133 kilograms of muscle, which made up approximately 65.9% of its composition. Of the remaining composition of this buffalo, approximately 46.2% was bone, and the remainder was fat. Based on these approximations to the nearest tenth, how many kilograms of this buffalo composition was bone? Okay, so first I need to do kind of what I did with the couple problems go. Put total weight. I was just put it as T, total weight. So I know that 65.9% of the total weight was made of muscle, and that was equal to 133 kilograms. So I can actually find what the total weight of this buffalo was by dividing each side by 0.659, and this will give me, let's see, 133 divided by 0.659. It's like 201.8 kilograms. So that's the total weight of the buffalo. So the remaining composition, I'll take the total. So 201.8 minus 133 is equal to like 68.82. That's what left of the remaining composition. Okay, because it says of the remaining composition of the buffalo, approximately 46.2% was bone. So this multiplied by 0.462 will be made up of bone. And when I multiply that, that gives me 31.8 kilograms, and then I have my answer. Okay, you see, just always percent problems, just be familiar with them, read them super carefully so that you don't do any missteps along the way, and then you'll have the answer. Okay.
For the positive quantities H, J, and K, 27% of H, okay, so right away I'm going to be 27% of H is equivalent to 24% of J, and J is equivalent to 45% of K. What percentage of K is H? So let's divide each side here by, put everything in terms of j, divide by 0.24. That would give me, um, 1.125h is equal to j. Then I can go ahead and substitute this in for my j value. So this would be 1.125h is equal to 0.45k. Because remember, I'm looking for that, what percentage of k is h, so want my h and k variables. And then divide each side by 1.125. And then I get, let's see, 0.45 divided by 1.125 is equal, h is equal to 0.4k. So what percentage of k is h? It would be 40%. Like h is 40% of k. And therefore, answer 40. Oh my goodness, amazing. Okay, another one. 13 is p% of 25. What is the value of p? I can use the percent proportion formula, is over of equals percent over 100. So 13 is p% is what I'm solving for, of 25 multiply, so 1300 is equal to 25p, and then divide 1300. 1300 divided by 25, and that will give me 52 is equal to p, which is our amazing answer. A final one. Okay, according to a set of standards, a certain type of substance can contain a maximum of 0.001%, which will just be 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, phosphorus by mass. If a sample of the substance has a mass of 140 grams, what is the maximum mass in grams of phosphorus the sample can contain to meet these standards? So basically, I just need to multiply this percent by 140 grams. Just be super careful when putting in the zeros in your calculator. So this would be 0.0014, and that would be the correct answer. Amazing. A researcher surveyed undergraduate students, graduate students, and postgraduate students. The number of undergraduate students was okay, so like 74.5% of the number of postdoctoral students surveyed. So like P for postdoctoral students. And the number of graduate students, so graduate students was 24%. The number of undergraduate students surveyed. And then it says there was 3,000, so 3,576 graduate students surveyed. Okay, so I can divide each side by 0.24. Let's do that, which is 14,900 for undergraduate. And now that I have that, now I can substitute this in for my formula here. So 14,900 is equal to 74.5p, and then divide each side by 74.5. So 200 postdoctoral students, and I'm asked what was the sum of the number of undergraduate students and postdoctoral students. So just 200 plus 14,900. Which is the correct answer, 15,100. Okay. Amazing. Um, okay, so a gallery had X artifacts in a collection. When more artifacts were added to this collection, the number of artifacts increased by 149%. What is the result of the number of artifacts in the collection in terms of X? So remember, whenever you're doing an increase, it's like 1 plus K percent. So this would be basically like 1 plus 100 written, 1.149 written as a percent. it's just 149 divided by 100, which is 1.49. So that would be 1 plus 1.49, which would be 2.49. And then I would multiply that by x. So therefore it's D. However, trap answer would be C. Okay, which would be a 49% increase. Okay. Do. So continuing our journey. Here, oh my goodness, amazing. The segmented bar graph below shows the distribution of students at a university by school in 2022 and 2023. There were 12,000 students enrolled in 2022. If there were 4,000 more students enrolled at the School of Engineering in 2023 than in 2022, which of the following best approximates the increase in the total number of students enrolled at the university from 2022 to 2023? Um, so my first mission, we have to read the graph a little bit, but I can see this is at 30%. Okay, so that means if there was 12,000 students enrolled, um, like basically 12,000 times 0.3 will tell me how many engineering students there are. So that means here there's 3,600 students who are enrolled in the School of Engineering. Okay. Um, and then it says that there were 4,000 students, 4,000 more students enrolled in the School of Engineering in 2023. So this one here would be 3,600 plus 4,000, which is equal to 7,600. So now there's 7,600 students enrolled in the School of Engineering in 2023. And also, I want to see what the increase in the total number of students are. So here I can see this is at 50%. So imagine like 50% of the total students, X, what I'm trying to find, is equal to 7,600. Now I can divide each side by 0.5, and I get that 15,200 would be the total students enrolled in 2023. And now I just need to subtract the difference of 15,200 minus 12,000, which is, oh my goodness, correct answer A, 3,200. Okay, amazing. Okay, great. So I hope you enjoyed this amazing video compilation on percents and that it will help you on your upcoming SAT exam. And like, rate, subscribe if you like the channel. Share with your friends, leave comments, do whatever you want. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.